Hey there, Chef D Malfi here. Welcome to Plant-Based Made Easy. Are you ready for a snack break? I know I am. On Thursdays, I start to think about snacking more because I'm getting closer to the weekend. And today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious snack that's perfect for right now or to get you throughout the weekend. We're going to make a big batch of my curry popcorn snack mix. Some of you have maybe already tried this. I saw a few photos in the Facebook group. Good on you. I'm glad that you tried it and I hope that you loved it. And for those of you who haven't yet made it, the recipe comes right from my companion cookbook. This is my October Plant-Based Made Easy cookbook. And I write a new cookbook every single month. I'm really excited for this recipe. Last month and the couple months prior, we were doing chips on this day, on this snack day. But the chips weren't really working out. So I wanted to switch to my favorite snack, which happens to be popcorn. And we're going to get right into it. So the first thing that I want to do is introduce you to two different types of popcorn. Now there's the traditional yellow popcorn. I really like this one from Bob's Red Mill. Yellow popcorn, the couple things that I'm looking for is number one, that it is non-GMO project verified. Really super important with corn crops here in the United States. I can't really speak to, and I'm not well informed to speak to what the agricultural corn crop is like in any other part of the world. But here in the United States, we really do want to eat organic corn. It's super, super duper important. So get yourself some wonderful popcorn. It's great for snacking. The other thing that's really cool is now you can find sprouted popcorn. I adore sprouted popcorn. So I want to just tell you that for a long time I had popcorn and it would hurt my stomach after I ate, a bowl. And I would think like, what's going on? Why is this happening? And I noticed that my stomach pains would get worse and worse like over time. And finally, I switched to sprouted popcorn and I realized that eating sprouted popcorn actually makes me not have a stomachache at all. So when I have popcorn, I really try to opt in for the sprouted variety. This comes from Thrive Market. If you're not into Thrive Market or you don't know what it is, it's a digital online retailer. It is a membership site, kind of like you would pay to be a member at Costco, except for it's all digital and it's online. Thrive Market is fantastic. It's really great and best known for its pantry items, things like shelf-stable items, sprouted popcorn, sprouted grains, dried beans, canned items, lots of different pantry items. If you want a discount to check out Thrive Market, you can use my coupon code and we'll pop it right into the comment box, okay? Today we're going to use the sprouted popcorn. It's going to be really great. I want to say hello to Natalie and Charisse. Good to see you ladies or have you here. All right, let's get into it. First things first, we have to properly pop our popcorn. Now, the first thing that you want to do is you want to get some sort of fat or oil. In this case today, we're going to use coconut oil, and I'm going to show you the kind that I love. I love extra virgin coconut oil. You can use refined coconut oil. Usually that means it has no flavor and no aroma. But me personally, I don't mind the flavor of just a little bit of that coconut essence. So I'm going to use regular extra virgin coconut oil. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons, and I'm going to put 2 tablespoons right into a pot right next to me, and I'm going to do a split screen. Now get your pot on a medium-high heat and let the oil come up to temp. You really want it to be nice and hot before you add all the kernels. And one of the ways to just determine if your pot is ready to add the rest of the kernels is to start with just a few kernel pieces. So I'm going to add 3 kernels right to my pot, and I'm really just going to let this sit and come up to temp and do its thing. And as soon as these pieces pop, then I can add a half a cup of the rest of the kernel. So let me grab the other half a cup. Perfect. And I'm using a nonstick here. These are Remy pots and pans. You can find any of the items here on my cutting board, any of my little bowls, all of this stuff. It's all available on my Amazon shop. I just set it up, you guys, a couple of weeks ago. I'm super excited. That's why I'm talking about it a lot. If you want to check it out, you can definitely do that. I would say you don't even have to purchase from it. If you just want inspiration on kind of great kitchen products, go ahead and use the links right from my Amazon shop. I do not mind. There's a lot of great items like kitchen equipment, like small wares, as well as big equipment like my induction, as well as ingredients like popcorn and some really important stuff like turmeric, sea salt, coconut oil, all this stuff that maybe is harder to find in market, higher quality. So I've done the research for you and I'm sharing all of my favorite items. Oh, and also there's some feel good items like some cool clothes with some like fun food on it, some great houseware items that I absolutely love. So check it out. I'm just buying time now because I'm waiting for my kernels. So let's take a look at my kernels. I'll just do an overhead shot. I'm really wanting this to pop And as soon as I hear it pop, then I can add the half a cup of kernels, not before, not after, like right as soon as it happens. So don't walk away. Now's enough time to go and like check your email or get on Facebook. Well, you already are on Facebook or on YouTube if you're watching this. Hi, Sisette. Good to see you. Hi, Diane. All right. So we're making our curry popcorn mix. I know, I feel like, Diane, did you make this ahead of time? Maybe it was Charisse. I can't remember. Somebody posted a photo and, oh no, maybe it was Cheryl. And they previously tried it like last week. They went ahead and skipped ahead to this recipe and they said it was awesome. I like this mix because I'm going to be doing lots of different popcorn recipes, one popcorn recipe per month, just like I do anything, like one pasta recipe per month, one pizza, one burger. I always try to make my menus super seasonal. And this one I really like because it's seasonal. We're going to use other ingredients, and I'll explain what they are now. I'm going to use some roasted cashews, which I absolutely love. These are not salted. They're just roasted. I'm also going to use some golden raisins. I'm a California gal, born and raised, but I love my California raisins, especially my golden raisin, because they're really sweet and just a little bit tart, which is nice. And then because it's curry popcorn snack mix, of course, we need some curry powder. I'm going to use really mild, delicious, and very flavorful mild yellow curry powder. And I'll show you the brand that I use. I really love this stuff. Frontera Co-op. And this is what I'm using. It's so good. I find this at Whole Foods or Sprouts or Mother's Market. Any health food store or health food supermarket is definitely going to have it. And do you see right on the jar, it says non-GMO project and all these other things that I actually don't even know what they are. Non-ETO and non-irradiated. Whoa, cool. I got to look that up later. All right, these kernels are almost ready to pop. Not quite there, but you want to actually wait, get your top close. I have it on now. I'll show you. Make sure you have a tight-fitting, snug lid here. If you want to skip this step, or let's say you are whole food plant-based, I wanted to mention this. You don't have to do this on the stovetop if you don't want to have any oil in your diet. So I know a lot of people here in our community are whole food plant-based. I personally am not consistently or every day, that is. I definitely love whole food plant-based recipes most of the time, but this one contains oil. I'm using coconut oil here, so it's not really considered whole food plant-based. If you did want it to be, all you would have to do is take these kernels and you can pop them into a brown paper bag or a white paper bag, like a lunch bag, you know, but paper, completely paper, should have no writing on it, should have no color on it, should just be brown or white paper bag, and then close it up by kind of like folding it down and then pop it into the microwave. You should put it on a high three minutes. And after about 3 minutes, you should have popcorn right in a lunch paper bag. It's really kind of cool that way. And you don't have to use any oil. It's just air popped right in the microwave. Super easy to do it. Or as Joni is saying, you can use an air popper, hashtag air popper. Anyone have an air popper at home? I know my grandma has one. She still uses it. Oh, do you hear that? We've got a pop, people. All right, we've got something is popping. I haven't seen the other two pop yet, but one did. See it there? All right, well, that's a good indicator that it is good to go. You can see that this, can you tell that this oil is nice and hot? Kind of can see the steam popping off here. But at this point, it is ready. I see one. I really want these other two to pop, but that's okay. We're going to go right for it. Half a cup of the popcorn kernels. Throw it right in. And what I like to do is just make sure that this is nice and kind of like coated or bathed in the coconut oil before I cover it. So kind of give it a little shake first. And this is important. Give it a little shake. If you have a induction, this is much easier to shake your kernel in your pot on an induction because it's a flat surface. But be careful. It doesn't have to be vigorous. Just make sure that it kind of starts to get nice and toasty. And you can see, I wish you can see this. I'm going to pull it up so you can. Oop, we've got a pop. I got to cover it now. Let me just show you really fast. Hurry, quick. All right, I just want to show you up. Do you see that some of them are starting to get nice and toasty? That's a good sign. Okay, now we really have to cover because we want to capture that and let it do its thing. I really want this to continue to pop rather quickly. So you can't see my, oopsie, you can't see my temperature gauge here, but I have it on a medium all the way up, as high medium as it will go, almost to a full blast. Let me show you. you can't see it. I'm sorry, you won't be able to see it, but it is almost, it's the highest medium that it will possibly go. And this is just gonna cook high and quickly and give you that like really nice air, crispy, deliciousness, yeah? So we're using 1/2 cup of kernels, but we wanna try to get about 4 to 6 cups of popcorn. So I wanna make sure that I have about that much for my completed popcorn snack mix here. Yay, Karen Champagne's making it today. I love it. And this is a really good recipe where you can make it your own. You definitely don't have to use all of these ingredients, but you can definitely do it exactly like I'm making it and guaranteed to have a really nice curry popcorn snack mix for sure. The final ingredient that I forgot to mention because we started popping was coconut shreds. Now, these are really important, so important that I even wanted to talk to you about it in more detail. Let me show you the overhead. These are really nice, thin, small, kind of fluffy bits of coconut, the best coconut shreds I've ever had. And this comes right to you, or to me, and hopefully to you soon, from Almond Cow, you guys. Like, I use my Almond Cow all the time to make almond milk and nut milks of all different kinds. Almond Cow is the company. That's that milk making machine that I talk about constantly. It's the machine that I promote all the time because I absolutely love it. If you want the Almond Cow, you can get a little coupon, and this coupon can go towards either buying the ingredients, which are coconut shreds, oats, nuts like cashews and almonds, and sometimes I just buy the ingredients because they're so good. So I wanted to show you why they're so good. There's a couple different labels here on this bag. The most important is this one right in the middle, USDA organic. Next, we have the non-GMO project verified, which again means this coconut is non-GMO, it's organic. We're already in a good place. Now, the last label is super important. Right here, you guys, you see that? It says glyphosate residue free. What does that mean? Glyphosate, all right? It is an herbicide, a pesticide. It goes by the name of Roundup. It is owned by Monsanto, and it is a chemical that has completely depleted our soil. And so we really, really want to enjoy organic produce of all different types over conventional produce, because conventional produce, 99% of the time for most produce, that's not for all, is sprayed with glyphosate. And glyphosate is one of the most effective pesticides that has ever been invented. Well, the problem is that it wreaks havoc not only on our soil, but our gut microbiome. So our gut region, our gut microbiome, our second brain, as they call it, so important. We don't want to mess that up. We want to make it as clean, keep it as clean as possible. We certainly don't want to fill it with glyphosate or glyphosate-ridden produce, all right? So keep that in mind. We want glyphosate-free. So get yourself some Almond Cow coconut shreds. I'm telling you, these are the absolute best. I'm not just saying that because I want you to purchase it. I'm saying it because I want you to have a good quality product. Now, I'm listening for one thing. I'm listening for the last pop, and I think I heard it. Now, I've heard it, so I'm going to turn off my heat, and you want to stop your popcorn when there's like a good 5 to 10 second lag between popping sounds. And that's when you know you've popped most of the kernels. I'm going to put up this big, long comment. Natalie says, one of my favorite seasonings and my favorite brand, no added ETO, which is a sterilization chemical they use in the spice industry. Good to know. Thank you, Natalie. Had no idea. But that company never uses it. That she's talking about this company, the Frontera Co-op. Most spices on the market, unless specifically stated as non-irradiated, have undergone a process of ionized radiation to extend shelf life and kill off bacteria. One of the reasons I love Frontera Co-op. Thank you, lady. I so appreciate it. I just discovered them a few months ago at the health food store, the health food market right in my neighborhood, and absolutely love the flavors of their spices. They seem more potent. I feel like I feel better when I have their turmeric, their curry powder, any of their dried herbs, really good stuff. I feel better. I actually had 2 in my hand of curry powders, and I sat there and I did it by like my gut feeling. I was like, which one of these actually do I want? And I was like, this was a no-brainer. It was a little bit more expensive. I will tell you, like a nickel more, but I spent the extra nickel because I liked everything that it had on here. So good to know that nickel went to good use. Thank you. All right, so let's look at our popcorn. I got to do the big reveal. Voila! We've got some popcorn, friends. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. All right, so at this point, I'm going to take my popcorn and I'm going to put it into a big giant bowl here so I can mix up my snack mix. All right, well, we burned a little bit of that, and that's pretty much the 4 to 5 cups that I need. But this is perfect. Look at how delicious this is, right? First, give it a taste. Quality control. Make sure that you have it the way you want it. Now I'm going to do a split screen. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's spice it up. Now we use 2 tablespoons of that coconut oil. We're going to use the rest. It's about 1/4 of a cup for the entire recipe. Use the rest. Drizzle it all over the popcorn. I know it seems like a lot, but we need it to be kind of wet and sticky for the other ingredients. Now, 1/4 of a cup of the roasted and unsalted cashews, whole. 1/4 of a cup of the golden raisins. Love them. You can use jumbo raisins. You can use Thompson raisins. You could use anything you want. 1/4 of a cup of that shredded, fluffy coconut, non-GMO, project verified, and non-glyphosate residue free. Hello. And then 1 tablespoon of the curry powder. Now, again, it seems like a lot, right? But trust, throw it right in. And then last but not least, a little bit of sea salt. Now, you need the sea salt or so that you can actually taste all of these ingredients together. And I'm just going to use a couple pinches of this. It ends up being about a teaspoon. So when I say a couple, I'm not being shy there with the salt. I want it to be nice and flavorful. So let me clear my deck so this is all you see and you're not distracted. And I'm going to now take some sort of spoon. I like a slotted spoon. And I'm going to give this a shake. I'm going to mix it up. And I'm really wanting everything to get nice and coated. Yeah, you can do whole cashews because I like the whole cashews because it's kind of like, that's what makes it the snack mix, right? But you can chop them up. You can use cashew pieces, whatever you want. But I like the whole cashews. It kind of matches the size of the popcorn. And that's why I recommend using the whole size cashews. And that's the thing about food, right? We eat with our eyes first. We want everything to be kind of unified, and we want there to be contrast too, but we want, especially for snack mix, something that we can grab into our palm and just enjoy. So we want all of the ingredients here to work well. And you can see the cool thing about this popcorn is that when you're using really high quality coconut, it kind of melts away into the popcorn itself and into all of the rest of the mix. And it's really great. It kind of just flavors it. Okay, how good does this look? This looks fantastic. I love the color. It's so beautiful. Perfect. Now I would just serve it up. I'm going to serve it up like a portion size in a small bowl. And I want a little charger for my bowl just so that it's easier. Maybe I put a napkin next to it, whatever. I'm always like a clean freak whenever I eat popcorn because I don't want it all over my whatever I'm doing, my desk or my couch or my table. And then get yourself a couple of good scoops here. I want to see everything, the golden raisins. I want to see the cashews. Oh my gosh. Come on. Look at this. Put this aside. And there you have it, you guys. Curry popcorn snack mix coming at you. Yum. This looks good. What a cool snack, right? This mixes it up. This has a ton of fiber. It's got a sweet and savory flavor, a really kind of warming flavor from the curry powder itself. Looks really good. Yeah, let's do a comment first before I wrap up. Karen says, having outdoor happy hour and thought if I put in separate bags, it's a good COVID safe snack. That's really cute. I love that idea. Do it. And you can actually eat this warm or room temperature, Karen, so you can make it ahead of time and then put it in your bags. It'll be really great that way. Cherie says it looks good. Natalie says I can literally smell it right now. This one you and your daughter are going to love, Natalie. I hope that you try it. Or I'm going to give it a little taste, but before I do, I want to give this popcorn a little gratitude. We thank you. I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you, God. All right, I want a little of everything. A little popcorn, a little golden raisin, and a little cashew. Like Ratatouille, when Ratatouille ate everything at once and realized that's the magic of cooking. Oh my gosh. So good. Oh, let me talk to you about this. Let me tell you what I taste. First of all, yes, yes, and yes, all day long. this is going to be a showstopper at your house. I can just tell right now. I can just tell. The reason I love it is it's got a really subtle hint of curry powder, but it's so interesting. It's just interesting enough where it's like, what is that? You can definitely taste it, but it's not overwhelming at all. It's not like you're eating a curry or a stir fry with curry powder in it, right? It's like just kissed by curry. I love that. And then it tastes a little bit like coconut, just slightly, because the coconut shreds are in there. And then of course, that cashew makes it even more crunchy, which I absolutely love. And then the golden raisin adds a nice sweet tartness. Really good combo. Yum, yum, yum. I hope that you guys try this recipe. Try it with your favorite bubbly water. I love a good bubbly water, a nice glass of cold soda stream with lime. Yum. All right. Well, that's going to be me tonight. I'm going to watch a movie. I'm going to enjoy my popcorn. Please try this and take a photo. And especially if you make it your own, let's say you add dried cranberries instead of golden raisins or slivered almonds instead of cashews, take a photo. You can even change up the curry powder and make it any other spice blend that you want. It's going to be great. I promise you. Enjoy this recipe, you guys. And please come back tomorrow. We are finishing out week 3 with our pumpkin snickerdoodle cookies. My absolute all-time favorite cookie is the snickerdoodle. And I want you to see this recipe. It is so easy to make. All right, you guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you haven't done so already, please join our Facebook group. And please give me a like and a love on Instagram at Chef Daniela Malfitano. I love you all, and I will see you next time. Peace.